What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, and I am definitely coming at you from the cut out here at the Casey's in Minden, Iowa. We got a Love's about 5 miles down the road. We got a Flying J about 11 miles down the road. But if you know me, you know Love's and Flying J's like a 40-degree day, and ain't nobody got nothing to say about a 40-degree day. For the guy that was concerned about my clothing and how often I wash my clothes, hey, I broke out the camouflage hoodie for you just for this video. Now I'm gonna put this back in my bag and go back to the 3 hoodies I have in rotation, because that's how I do it. You know, I just rotate 3, then once they get there, then I put those away, and then I break out another 3 and rotate those, just in case you're that concerned about it. But I often get questions about what is the minimum dollar per mile that I'll take for a load. Now, if you've been watching my channel, one thing that I don't do is choose a load based on the dollars per mile, the revenue, anything like that. To me, it all evens out. As a matter of fact, with the other 2 trucks I have, I don't even see the revenue until the load is dispatched. And I do that for a couple different reasons. I don't want to have any pressure on me or them feeling like they need to take a load because, you know, because it's a good load or a bad load or whatever the situation is. Myra will often ask me, is this a good load? And my response to her is always, is it a good load for you? You know, both of my drivers have full authority to turn down loads that they don't want to take. It doesn't matter how much the load pays, doesn't matter what the deadhead is, anything like that. I'm a firm believer in happy drivers are the best drivers. So me out here trying to, you know, micromanage everything doesn't do me any good, doesn't do them any good. So I'm not saying that this is the business model that you should have. I'm just saying that for me, not worrying about the revenue has always worked. And it's even more important to me in the winter. Because what's the use, you know, a load that I just turned down was going to a 3-dropper up in Washington, like Auburn, Washington, and 2 other places up there. Like, it doesn't matter what that load pays. If I'm gonna get stuck either on the way there, while I'm there, on the way out, if I'm gonna get stuck, it doesn't really matter. So I'd rather take a 90-cent load that's gonna keep me out of all that than take a load that's, you know, a monster load or something like that into just a bad area. I'm a firm believer in quality of life, in as much as you could have in trucking or within the confines of trucking. So I'm not saying I gotta, you know, we gotta be running down south and doing all that kind of stuff, but, you know, I'm certainly not trying to put myself in bad positions. And that's what I've told both of the drivers. Don't make bad decisions. So I have never had a problem with that philosophy. So, you know, there's probably somebody on the other hand that says, you know what, I'm doing good and I turn down bad revenue loads, I do this, I do that, and I'm all fine with that. You know what, everybody has their own way of running things. And I'm sorry, but the phone keeps ringing. I told my wife I was going to call her back when I was done with this, but anyway, just to update, we got I took a load out from I dropped off at a Sam's Club, and hopefully this young man is watching this video, but I dropped off at the Sam's Club in Grand Island. He waited for me to do all the work, pull out like two trailers, put in somebody else's trailer, put in my trailer, grab and empty before he showed up. So he let the old man do all the work before he came in. So he's definitely smarter than I am. But dropped off that load, got a washout, posted up at that Flying J or Pilot out there, and got a load picking up in Nebraska. Supposed to pick up tomorrow at 0800. My fleet manager said, hey man, they need some trailers out there. Could you just get out there early, maybe drop your trailer for them, or they could possibly load you. Went out there, got loaded up, so that was good. So it's a drop and hook on the other end in Hamilton, Ohio. So I'm about 690 miles away. I could have kept driving, but really no need to. Tomorrow I'll get up early, get down to within 50 miles of it, take my 10-hour break, and deliver in the morning. No need to rush out there and deliver in the middle of the night or anything crazy or without hours. So that's what's up with that. Myra braved those heavy winds down in Texas. She deadheaded, I don't know, about 500 miles to go pick up a load in Texas. It was originally a 4-stop load, turned into a 5-stop load, 4 drop-offs. The last one, or 3 in Georgia, 1 in North Carolina, and then Jan, my newest driver, got a load heading down to Georgia as well. So we're all protected for the time being, unless a tornado or something like that happens. But that's just kind of an update on that. A little bit of my philosophy as far as what the lowest revenue is that I would take for a load. I mean, I honestly trust my fleet manager. I understand if everybody doesn't have that relationship with their fleet manager, but he has not let me down over the last 4 years or 3 years, whatever it is. Well, 3 years running myself, 4 years at Prime. Hasn't let me down. I've done some questionable stuff, but he hasn't let me down. Anyway, hopefully this hoodie impresses the person who was more concerned about my wardrobe than my wife. I appreciate you guys stopping by. No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. As always, comment, subscribe. I'm out.